What is happening? Welcome to my rockin' show. I'm your host, Scotty Day. During my teen years, I worked and performed in the world of music and entertainment. I have never had my name in the credits, nor on the bill in a concert. But I was, in part, I was a part of many teams that made these shows a reality. Throughout the years, I wish I would have stayed on the path that entertainment was leading me on. Instead, I got off the beaten path. But today, I begin a new path in entertainment. Joining me as today's topic is, we can't believe the Mr. Beast channel. Why? We'll be right back after the break. Subscribe for more content and hit that notification bell to catch more stories that I have to tell. Hey, Bodacious Beasts. Instantly, like a pack of wolves, the fans of this channel are coming in droves to tell me off. But wait. Let me explain my reasoning and stay for a while. Right now you're staying that this washed up, rockin' and rollin' old fart is going to say, before we thumbs down him to oblivion. And I get that. Everyone and their mothers has heard the terminology too good to be true, and have seen or read stories of lies or trickery in the back of our minds. Mr. Beast and this channel falls into that category. Now, before you all start calling me a hater or a troll, let me explain my side of the story. And before we get into the belly of the beast, get it? Mr. Beast. Okay, I'll get back to the topic. I have been watching YouTube for years, and I have watched thousands of hours of creative and not so creative content. Lately, the content is getting better by the day as people learn what is liked and disliked by their prospective audience. Let's get back to the early days. Let's say about 5 years ago. That's not so early. When FouseyTube, Roman Atwood, and Joey Salad started filming videos like what Mr. Beast is doing a lot. We remember the fake prank videos these creators did, and they got away with it for a long time, until they started doing prank videos that tugged at the viewers' heartstrings. Like the many give a homeless $100 and force him to sign the rights of the video to the creator, which in return creates tens of thousands of dollars just for that video. And in some cases, the creator only handed the guy about $10, but he said it was $100. There were a few older cases like giving a car to a waitress or giving an apartment to a homeless guy, only to have it reported later as a setup. And they hired somebody to play the part for a couple $100. So you see why we are so skeptical when out of the blue some random group of people come out onto their screen. They're giving away millions of dollars, cars, houses, electronics. Now let's get to Mr. Beast, or the leader of the channel, Jimmy, who constantly battles the skeptics on Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube. This must be the hardest job that any leader of a YouTube channel can ever face, is to constantly have read millions of comments that are later removed that constantly beg Jimmy and his crew for money and items that he generously gives away in multiple videos. However, some things kind of bother me. A few things aren't quite right. Some things make sense, and I will explain them as we move along on this Mr. Beast journey. So I'm calling him Jimmy, the game show host of social media. He is technically a game show host, even though he's just reaching into his pocket and throwing away keys. Nobody has to do anything for it. if he wanted to audition for a game show like Press Your Luck or Price is Right, I know for a fact he would be able to land a job. He has the charisma to do it. Maybe he was inspired by how these game shows were so successful and wanted to be social media's finest game show host. Well, I say he is doing an awesome job at it. But it needs a little bit more spark. Kind of like how Mark Summers ran the game show in the 80s, and it was a very, very popular game show in the 80s and 90s, and it was called Double Dare. And Jimmy does very similar to that game show. He's already allowing people to dream as his cast does loads of different competitions. So I believe that some of these prizes go right back into making more videos. His crew does it, they win, and then it goes right back into the channel. He does this right by marketing his merchandise, which funds the channel prizes. Most skeptics know that there's a catch to all of these giveaways, which is revealed in one of Mr. Beast's videos. I believe he gave away a Lamborghini that he was driving for an Uber, and the guy said, well, can I take cash instead? He said, no, you can sell the car. And it kind of gave you a little bit of a trigger of what's going on right there. So the way he kind of blew it off is that everyone receives something in one way, shape, or form. Probably have to sign a waiver for tax purposes, knowing that they have to pay the taxes on it. Which makes the receiver of the free stuff responsible for paying Uncle Sam. We all know this personally, and I believe it is the responsibility of the winner anyways. Now that I have this off my chest, why not promote something great? Maybe Jimmy could team up with Dude Perfect and make some wild and crazy game show event that people can compete in to win cash or prizes. So now you're taking a look at what he does now and maybe put everything together and make a set. Kind of a maze or something like that. They unlock doors and they reach inside of a fiberglass nose and full of slime and pull out a prize tag, and they finally make it across the finish line, and then Mr. Beast gives them all kinds of prizes. And then everybody gets, a great show. And, thinking about that, Double Dare, in its prime, was one of Nickelodeon's top game shows. And then all of a sudden it went off the air. Then Jimmy and company can go on a nationwide tour and promote themselves. I mean, everybody can see what is really going on. Now, Mr. Beast's backers are going to say, dude, that costs way too much money to put a tour together. But if it's done right, it could be quite profitable. Looking at the shenanigans that Mr. Beast pulls off, all they need is a football stadium or a field somewhere to pull off the event. And if they are smart, someplace to admit the audience, charge a small admission to be able to cover the cost of moving everything over. So colleges are mainly out for summer. They won't have to rent any bleachers. The bleachers are already there. Or find an enclosed stadium with seating somewhere else. And there he goes. The money goes to the school to promote sports. Or you could do it on a golf course like Dude Perfect does with their extreme golf. There are thousands of ways this channel can keep massively viral videos rolling for the next decade. But it seems like Jimmy is running out of ideas and the channel is not quite slowing down, but it looks like that he is desperately trying to find new stuff for content. He said it in his tweets. He said it on his Twitter. Well, as a fan of the channel, there you go, Jimmy. Look at Double Dare. Look at Legends of the Hidden Temple. Look at Funhouse. And put your own version together. Or find somebody that can be able to build you some kind of interchangeable obstacle course maze, whatever you want to call it. Either way, I hope Mr. Beast can keep the entertaining videos rolling. I hope he can elevate the channel to new heights never imagined in Hollywood's game show dreams. In my opinion, Mr. Beast is similar to Mark Summers with Double Dare, Funhouse, and Legends of the Hidden Temple. After all, I believe this is the next level for Mr. Beast to achieve, which is to achieve his game show host status within the YouTube ranks, and hope he never sells out to some boring old television game show script. What do you think? Do you think that Mr. Beast is a game show host or an independent game show host for YouTube? Do you think that his content could become even better if they rebuilt the games and made it into something like those Nickelodeon game shows? I know Mr. Beast is unique by putting all these mini games together into a show that would make it much more exciting. What do you think? Drop it in the comment section below. Do you have an idea for another video? Do you have a subject that you want covered? Drop it in the comment section below or leave it on my Twitter page with the hashtag Paige and Scotty. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel for more content. Hit that notification bell. Slam that like button. Share it with your friends. Well, you Bodacious Beasts, I'm out to the gym. I'm not getting any younger sitting down. Got to keep on surfing.